You cannot show that, that is awful. Don't panic, but we did run ashore. Send help. So I am sat on the memorial to Taliesin. So I'm just going to hide under this tree a second.
When in Wales,
Get wet.
get wet.
Has that improved your view? I hope so. There's another extraordinary tale with this area.
All in the name of the great outdoors.
Oh, the great outdoors! Sitting about on the Llyn.
It means forever, ever, hold on, never mind. Oh,
blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down. Give me way, blow the man down, bullies, blow him away. Give me some time to blow the man down. We would open up.
Hello,
Hi,
this is Kerry.
and this is Kat.
And we are
Tea in Valhalla.
And we are testing out our Itiwit kayak today in wet and windy conditions on Llyn.
Geirionydd
Geirionydd.
in Snowdonia National Park.
Yes.
Not the best of mornings, as you can probably see by the hoods and waterproof attire, but we're still game to get out. It's obviously not good enough to be up high anywhere or in the hills.
No,
so
I'm afraid
we
not. It's
thought,
very low clouds, isn't there?
which is another great selling point for the Itiwit and the kayak. So we're just going to set up a quick time lapse of us getting set up, and then we'll hit the water, have a bit of fun out there this morning. We'll tell you all about the Llyn shortly. I won't lie, we've got a few things wrong there. We had the valves on upside down, and a couple of little novice mistakes, but we haven't used it in 2 months or so now, so just teething issues there. But Kat's just getting a personal flotation device on.
Yeah.
I'll get mine set up, then we'll grab the supplies and hit the Llyn.
Hit the Llyn, messing about on the Llyn.
Straight in.
Yeah. How cold? How cold? How cold? Oh no, how cold?
Not too bad.
Okay. Oh, you liar.
Right, well,
You big old liar. Okay, you all right there?
Yeah, I'm right here a minute. Let me get this one back here. Right, we've got everything for a minute.
Yeah.
This, a good idea whenever you put any kind of baggage and things onto your kayaks is to clip it through the straps here at the back, just so that if you do capsize or if anything happens, you won't lose your tea.
That's all you care about, isn't it? Do not lose the tea.
Exactly.
Right, here we go.
But what a setting.
Kerry, you'll have to hold on, my love.
Yeah,
You'll have to hold on.
I'm holding.
You holding?
I'm holding.
Oh, God, my bum's wet already.
Cat's in. Wet bum confirmed. Gonna give a little shake off.
Yeah, okay. You okay?
So.
It's not dipping too much for you, is it? Problem is the wind is blowing that way, so you may have to give us a little paddle out.
Just gonna give us a little shunt.
Little shunt, yeah. Marvellous, there we go.
Excellent. There we go, right.
This is an interesting Llyn. It actually has buoys. You can just see these marker buoys. From there, on the other side of the Llyn, you're allowed to have engined boats. So that's on that side, and this side is paddle powered and swimmers.
Ferry powered vehicles.
Yeah, so, all right, well, I better do a bit of paddling.
So Llyn Geirionydd is quite an interesting little Llyn, isn't it?
It's very unusual. So the whole area, everywhere around us, so all of this whole area was actually all mined, and it's been taken over by Natural Resource Wales and now is entirely open to the public. The only sad thing is got poisoned, didn't it, Kerry?
That's right, where it was so heavily mined, well, the main resource that came out of this area was lead. So obviously, sadly, that would then infect and contaminate the water, meaning there's very little to no fish in this Llyn. Potential sea monsters, potential Llyn monsters, maybe, very little to no fish.
But there's another extraordinary tale with this area, which I shall tell you later, but it's about a very interesting character. I'll tell you that later, because at the moment, we're having a wonderful paddle out. Look at this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We'll blow the man
We're just in the foothills of the Carneddau range as well currently. So these mountains around us, all the Carnedds, beautiful. Some of Snowdonia's biggest mountains. I think they're home to the third biggest mountain in Snowdonia, Carneddau, the third biggest mountain in Snowdonia.
Also, guys, there's some lovely walks around.
Oh yeah,
this
absolutely.
thing. You can go right round it, and on the far side, because this is like a whole mining area, there is a beautiful little, there's a very cool mill right on the other side. It's a really cool mill called the Klondike Mill. The wind
is just turning us, so yeah. So we might try and have a little look for that later on, depending on what the weather does. Kat's just bravely paddling us across this Llyn currently.
No, hang on, guys, I'm trying to turn. There we go. There we go. Carry on. Carry on.
There we go. The wind was trying to take us one way, and Kat wanted to go the other way. Kat versus Mother Nature. Kat won, Mother Nature nil. Yeah, this is spectacular.
Yeah.
Great to be out on the Itiwit again today. Again, just gives you that extra option. You know, when you can't make it up into the hills, you can't always be high or up on a mountain. You've got to, I think, be a bit diverse in your approach to spending time outdoors.
Oh, the great outdoors! By the way, there's an amazing parking area with toilets and all sorts here in the middle of nowhere. It's very interesting.
There's a good 2 miles of single track road leading you up to the free car park that Kat just mentioned. Passing places and bits available sort of on the track, but it is a little bit hairy and you just want to approach cautiously, obviously. Toilets, picnic area, life preservers.
Yes, there's life preservers on the side, yeah.
Everything you can ask for.
You can swim here as well, so this is like a nice area for swimming, as long as you stay like in the buoys area.
Family friendly, I'd say. The access in and out of the Llyn was just a nice shingle, sort of gentle
Beach almost, isn't it?
beach-like, yeah, beach-like.
How you living? All right there?
Yeah, good, Babs, you?
Yeah.
Double
Double
right,
left.
so no, double right,
Double
so
right.
I'm just going to the shore.
Ooh. Oh yeah, it's where the bloody... So guys, don't panic, but we did run ashore. It's where there's a small river running in. It's pulled all that shingle down with it and it's left like a bay of shingle. We didn't realise it existed until we went over it, but we survived, so. You're right. Don't
Yeah,
take
it's
us too
a lot
far.
stronger. You've got to paddle a lot stronger doing this way. Obviously, paddling into the wind now, into
Yeah.
the current, a lot more difficult. So
Ooh, and it is windy, isn't it?
yeah, really steering, really pulling against the kayak.
Wow.
So there've been a lot of people asking about the Itiwit and how it handles. It does handle really well. It's very easy to control, very manoeuvrable, and very robust in the water. So against the waves, against the current, you do feel safe and secure in it. It is still something we're getting used to and building our confidence with, but yeah, we love it. So far, so good. So we've just hit the shore again in a minute. We tried paddling out, but we're not gonna lie, the wind and the rain, it's just pushing us back in, yeah. So
I mean, we sort of went for it, so we've come a bit further back, but that was knackering.
yeah, good. So we're gonna try and find somewhere in a minute. We're gonna do a little bit more paddling.
I really want a cup of tea.
Yeah, we're gonna try and find somewhere we can stop, have a cup of tea.
It's beautiful though. I mean, it is stunning, but
Yeah.
my goodness, that was difficult. So we went all the way to the other side of the Llyn, to the areas we're allowed to be in, obviously.
Yes.
And now we're going to just move back down the shore towards the car park area for a cup of tea, really. We were going to sit that side, weren't we? But it was a little bit reedy, so we've decided we would come back this way and then go and have a tea and things.
Cup of tea and then contemplate the Klondike.
Hopefully get to the Klondike Mill. That would be nice.
Land ahoy, mateys.
Land ahoy.
Land ahoy.
So here are these nice little bays we were talking about earlier. Oh. So nice little sort of soft stony bays. Not bad at all. Hello, I'm watching. Oh, not graceful. He thought I wasn't recording him. I was. So here we go.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
When in Wales,
Get wet.
get wet.
Beautiful. Look at this though. Incredible.
I'm loving just seeing the driving rain across the side
Yeah.
of the forest. I don't know if that's coming across on the GoPro at all, but it's like lines. Sideways rain, nice. So yeah, this is the forest, obviously, plantation forest. Help prevent leaching of the heavy metals from the mining. So it's really important to the area and the Llyn.
Ooh.
Tea ahoy, mateys, tea ahoy.
So it does get a little bit heavier when it's wet,
Yeah,
but with 2 people, with all the gear in,
still,
completely doable.
yeah.
We've still got the keels on, so we have to sort of hold it up a little bit. It's all right though, isn't it, Kerry?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okie dokes. We'll just get off the road a bit. Doink.
Down.
Oh, bless. Hello.
We're back in the car. We managed to pack away the kayak successfully. A rough pack away, we will say. We're going to hang it out to dry once we get back to our accommodation, our lovely little holiday cottage.
Yeah.
The Itiwit itself actually has like drain off valves and things as well, so you can empty the water out relatively easily.
Yeah. You can take everything apart as well, can't you?
Yeah,
all the blood.
all the chambers come apart, all the bits come out. So we'll strip it down, hang it up later on. So we're back in the car now. We're having a cup of tea and a minced pie.
It's a bit early, but
I fancy one.
it's never too early to be festive.
Yeah,
If it comes to mince pies.
exactly. So
Everything else is a bit insane, but
Yeah.
a mince pie is Kerry's favourite thing, isn't it, Kerry?
It is.
Love a mince pie.
he's going to ram
Here
it
you
in there.
go, yeah. No, you can't show that. You cannot show that. That is awful. Just had a nice cup of tea and a bit of a munch up, and
Yep.
now we're going to take a nice walk around the Llyn itself to go see a memorial statue and to perhaps tell you a nice little story about the area. And we may go and see the Klondike Mill.
Yes. It's hard to think. Just earlier this morning, we were out there paddling around.
I know.
Ferocious at the moment.
Got really bad again. So this here is the jetty, and this is where you could launch powered boats and jet skis and things. So it's all here if you fancy a go on it. So the Pandora mine was the mine up on these hills here, and a lot of this, unfortunately, is old slag piles from it.
Which was a metals mine in the area, mostly zinc and lead.
You can see the path is really nice.
It is, and this goes all the way around the Llyn, a footpath that side.
Yeah, so it's hard standing this side and a footpath that side. But it's very beautiful and very accessible. Just nice. I think it would make a nice day out.
Definitely, very family friendly, very lovely.
We're not fully kitted out today, really, because we know it's going to be bad weather tomorrow,
Yeah.
but we've got quite a really nice long walk planned.
Yes.
So we're trying to save our extreme wet weather gear
for tomorrow.
for tomorrow, because it's meant to be extremely wet and very, very windy. It's meant to have gales.
You can hear the waves lapping a bit more down at this end. It's obviously a lot wider, deeper. Yeah, you can see why it's for the power boats, really.
And we can see there's quite a lot of big boulders sticking out this end, isn't there?
A lot more coastal, almost.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
It's almost like the sea, isn't
The
it?
shore of a sea, yeah. So I think we can see the monument to Llyn. So we're going to take you over there now and have a little look at that. Tell you a little bit more about when we get there. Following all the signs, it's very well guided around the lake. Lots of little post notices.
So I am sat on the memorial to Llyn, who was a 6th century bard. It is believed he was a bard to 4 successive kings, which is quite incredible. And he was known as one of the best bards ever. There was many legends and fables put to his name, such as being King Arthur's best friend and things like this, but he's entrenched in Welsh poetry. The Book of Llyn, a manuscript of Llyn, still remains. It is actually 14th century poetry written in Middle Welsh, and that makes it very important.
Big slabs of local rock. This fantastic monument standing at the head of the Llyn.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So we're going to leave the memorial behind us there as we just try to find the Klondike Mill.
I'm going to wander over here and have a look at because there's a brow of a hill here, and just look over the other side.
We're actually leaving the Llyn behind us now as we head down into what looks to be like old quarry work. So we're hoping.
There's definitely some heaps, isn't there?
Yeah. Cat's Sherlock Holmes-esque nose is leading us off in the direction, hopefully, of the Klondike Mill.
So, what I thought was heaps is actually the entrances to some mines.
Pretty ominous, isn't it? Imagine having to go.
Ominous. Yeah. Imagine that being your place of work.
Yeah. It's all been fenced off. It's making me think of Gareth from Abandoned and Forgotten Wales. His kind of area of expertise.
He would love that.
Going down into the mines and the, you know, all the old caves around Wales. I wonder if he's ever done any exploring around here.
So yeah, here we are. This is the Klondike Mill and the Klondike mine. So the river that's running down obviously powered it, and it was opened up as a smelter mainly, and it smelted a lot of the ore that came from the mine next to it. Obviously that we'd already been over near the Llyn, which is the Pandora mine. It smelted the lead and the zinc. So yeah, it did smelting and obviously extracting from the ore. It had its own mining enterprise as well, as you saw. We walked past it a moment ago, right next to the water. And from here, this is where they had the pulleys, so the carts would go down from here. They would mine them out, bring them along this miner's track that we've just walked along, and it would go straight down the valley into the smelter.
Odds, I dare say, there's probably other tracks and things leading you off down towards it, but we can't figure that out today.
Yeah, it's about 220 feet all the way down. Other companies apparently use this mill. You can see there's more mining up there, up on the hill.
Yeah.
But apparently this area, this isn't new, you know, 18th, 19th, 20th century. This was actually mined back in the Roman times. There's little Roman settlements that people have found over the years, and signs of their methods of mining. Yeah.
Fantastic. And the Klondike Mill only closed in 1911, so not all that long ago. Just going to follow the tramway now back up towards the Llyn. Wow. Proper North Wales weather today. So we've just jumped off road, hide in the trees. You can see the Llyn behind us. We've had a fantastic morning out there on the kayak, and then a wonderful afternoon taking you down to the Klondike Mill.
It's been amazing. I've loved it.
And obviously the monument as well. We saw the monument.
I love that. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, positioned beautifully at the end of the Llyn.
Yeah, I think that's they should be very proud of him, because he was a man of this area. They don't know because he's legend, but they think he may have been born very close to this Llyn. So that's really nice.
So thank you very much for joining us today.
Yes,
if you're still with us, an even bigger thank you. Don't forget, tickle that like button.
Ding.
If you've got any questions for us, drop us a little comment down below.
Particularly Tom.
If you haven't already, please consider subscribing.
Subscribe, because apparently some of you haven't.
So there's some people out there that haven't subscribed. Is that you? If that's you, just rectify that. Click the little red button down the bottom there.
Check yourself.
Subscribe. Till our next adventure, stay safe and well.
And keep enjoying those green spaces. You take care.
Bye everyone.
Bye mates. Bye.